Hello and a very warm welcome to the magnificent Taipei Arena for semi-finals day at the Yonex Open Chinese Taipei Grand Prix Gold, the 8th of the 13 events on the BWF Grand Prix Gold circuit. The Grand Prix Gold actually came into existence back in 2007. And the Chinese Taipei, together with Macau, are the only two tournaments that have always been part of the Grand Prix Gold circuit. There you can see all 13 tournaments. This event, however, is much older than that. The first Chinese Taipei Open took place 35 years ago in 1980. Well, it is a magnificent arena and we've got a magnificent lineup for you here on semi-finals day. We're starting with mixed doubles and qualifiers. Shin and Yu from Korea up against young Indonesians, Alexander and Oktaviani. Then women's singles and a battle of former world champions. The 2013 world champion, Ratchanak Intanon, up against the 2011 world champion, Wang Yihan. Then women's doubles and the world number ones, Matsutomo and Takahashi, they take on the defending champions, Polly and Maheswari of Indonesia. Then men's doubles and the world number ones, Lee Yongdae and Yu Young-sung. Between them, they have contested 5 previous Chinese Taipei finals. They're up against 2 reigning world Olympic champions, Fu Haifeng and Zhang Nan. Then the last of our semi-finals this afternoon is men's singles. The 2-time Olympic champion, the defending champion here in Taipei, Lin Dan. He's up against the home favourite, Choel Tianchen. So what a lineup we've got on semi-finals a day. So as you can see, the arena is filling up. It's been wonderful crowds every day here, I have to say, in Taipei. The fans know their badminton, they understand their badminton, and they're thoroughly enjoying the tournament. So the first of our semi-finals is mixed doubles. Shin Choel and Chae Jung of Korea up against Ronald, Alexander and Melati, Oktaviani. So the qualifiers from Korea emerge into the arena. Seems quite extraordinary that they had to come through the qualifying round. Shin Choel, after all, is the reigning world men's doubles champion. Former Asian Games gold medalist in the mixed doubles discipline as well. But that is the situation when you form a new partnership. You've got to establish your ranking, and entries to tournaments do come about by a player's ranking. So until you've got high enough on the ranking, then you do have to play the qualifying. Harsh reality of sport. Now there the Indonesians, the youngsters, Ronald, Alexander and Melati, Oktaviani. First job of our umpire is the toss of the coin. Players have a choice of 3 options: to serve, to receive, or to choose which end of the court they wish to start the match. So 2 unseeded pairs in the semi-final here in the bottom half of the draw. In fact, by quarter-final stage, we only had 1 seeded pair in the bottom half of the draw, and that was Ricky Widianto and Puspita Rishi Dili. So there's been an event here, the mixed doubles discipline, with an awful lot of surprises. The Olympic silver medalists, Zhu Chen and Ma Jin, they lost in the second round. The Olympic bronze medalists, Joachim Fischer-Nielsen and Christina Peterson, they lost in the first round. World and Olympic champions Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei, they lost yesterday. So it's all been happening here in Taipei. Well, the players are actually the other way round. It's Shin Choel on the right as we look at them. He is 25 years of age. He's the reigning world men's doubles champion with Go Sung-hyun, of course, 163 in the world ranking. Now, I can tell you that certainly weren't all Koreans their opponents on the way through to the final. They did come through the qualifying. In the first round against a pair from Hong Kong, pushed the full distance, as indeed in the second round against Kim Ji-jung and Shin Chan. So once again, we've got the name of the players around the wrong way. It is Oktaviani on the left as we look at them, and she is 20 years of age. Ronald Alexander, he's 21, but will turn 22 next month. They're currently, the Indonesians, at a career high 24 in the world ranking, enjoying their third week at 24 as we look at our court officials. I wouldn't mind betting that they actually go up in the world ranking after this week in Taipei. They've had a super week, they really have. But this is the second time that the Indonesians have played here in Taipei. Last year they had to come through the qualifying and went all the way through to the quarter-final stage, where they lost out to Chan Yun-lung and Se Yoon Siet in 3 games. Shin Choel, of course, is a former champion here in the mixed doubles discipline with Jung a couple of years ago, won the title. So the left and right-handed combination, the qualifiers, Shin Choel and Chae Jung, nearest to us. Oh, what a good opening rally. Now, seeing that the Koreans only formed their partnership at the Australian Superseries. Not even 2 months ago. And this is only their third ever tournament together. Not surprising that this is the first ever meeting between these two pairs. Oh, that's lovely movement forward from the young left-hander, the 20-year-old. There she is, former world junior champion in the girls' doubles discipline. Oh, look at that! Well, I've only watched her play a few times. Certainly when she was playing with Choel in recent tournaments, and I was very impressed, and the more I watch her, the more impressed I'm becoming. Look at that. There is something about a player in doubles, and especially in mixed doubles, when you watch the female player. The role of the female in mixed doubles is to try and command the net. The men are obviously physically stronger than women, and therefore you want the man at the back of the court using his physical strength, using the power play. And the women need to cover the net area. They need to be agile. They need to be able to read the game. And in my opinion, Chae Jung has that instinctive ability just to be in the right place at the right time. Yeah. Out maneuvers. Oh, service fault called, struck above the waist. Says our service judge, Wolfgang Lund. Oh. The luck of the net cord. Yeah, well, quite obvious. Neither pair wanting to lift the shuttle. All players very wary of the other's ability to hit the big, powerful smashes. Both the men, of course, are tall athletes. Ronald Alexander, 1.80 m. Shin, 187. That's well taken. Oh, my goodness. Well, inch perfect smash from Shin Choel. Look at that. Straight down the line. Clever. All set up with a good return of serve. Yeah, he's done it again. From his forehand side, Shin Choel threading the shuttle straight down the line. Yeah, lovely play. And it means that the pair who've had to come from the qualifying have the advantage here in the opening game, albeit just one solitary point. Rakumin on the coach's bench. My goodness, how lovely to see her again. One of the all-time greats. Married now to Kim Dong-moon, of course. And they indeed won this Chinese Taipei Open back in 2003. Oh, look at that. This really is an excellent mixed doubles match. One title to their names so far in their careers together, Indonesians. That was the Indonesia International Challenge event last year. Good serve. That's well taken. Can't afford to be loose in that mid-court area. That will be absolutely pounced upon. Again, the reluctance to lift the shuttle. Look at that defence. Oh, my goodness. Great rally. Yeah. Both pairs tactically so astute, looking for the gaps, looking for the openings. Oh, that was an opportunity. That is absolutely delightful. Back level, 16 all opening game. Oh, must have taken his eye off the shuttle. Didn't really seem to be under pressure on that one. Good serve again. Yeah. They're a polished combination, these young Indonesians. Oh, what a serve. That must have landed at least 6 inches inside the court. What on earth was Shin Choel thinking about in leaving that? Extraordinary. Yeah, it's well long. crucial moments. 18 all. Two game point opportunities for the qualifiers from Korea. Oh my goodness! Oh, excellent rally to end the opening game. Well, badminton of the very highest quality in that opening game. 21-18 in favour of the qualifiers, Shin, Choel and Chae, Jung. Well, both sets of coaches, a couple of the greats of the mixed doubles disciplines over the years. Of course, Waraki Min for Korea and Nova Widianto as far as the Indonesians are concerned. Well, it is the Koreans who took the opening game 21-18 in 13 minutes of excellent badminton. Just wide. Now, I wonder what Nova Widianto has been saying to his players. There he is, just in the background. There he is, Nova Widianto. He won this title back in 2006 with Liliana Nasir. So both the coaches, former champions here in the Chinese Taipei Open. That is lovely. How did he create that power on his backhand? Virtually no backswing of the racket, held the shot to the last moment and drove it down the line. Oh, service fault called, struck above the waist. Melati. Oktaviani. I was chatting to her a little earlier in the year. We had a bit of a laugh because Melati, I think, means Jasmine, so I asked whether she was actually called Jasmine and caused a little laughter from the Indonesian camp. There we go. It's a loose serve, got what it deserved. That's a lovely serve. Now, I'm not sure whether we'll be able to see that again, but after the serve, the movement there from Chae Jung was absolutely perfect. She knew exactly where she wanted to cover. And again, look at that. Coaches the world over will tell you about the serve, return and third shot in doubles and how critical they are. How many times does this young lady serve and still intercept the third shot? We've just seen it on the last two. Oh, well, error on serve on that occasion. But her third shot interception rate must be pretty high. Indonesians need to be careful here. Just sense that the Koreans are beginning to stamp their authority on this semi-final. Good rally. Oh, brilliant. Oh, what a rally. Look at that. It was the backhand across court that did the damage. Well, I sensed it. They've just put so much pressure on the Indonesians, and the Indonesians are beginning to run out of ideas as to how they're going to counteract this. Look at this. This was the rally. Look at the backhand. What a fabulous point that was. Super. But the harsh reality is that the Indonesians are going to need a huge comeback because they're a game and 7 points adrift in the second. So 11-4 the advantage, having already won the first. Oh, this is fabulous. The net exchanges. Yeah, that error there is one of those clear signs to me that he's running out of ideas. He knows what he's trying to do. He's got to keep it flat over the net. Everything he's trying to do is right, but because he's struggling to actually win the rallies, he's feeling he's got to play the perfect shot. He feels it's got to skim the net. And you get forced into that way of thinking simply by the amount of pressure that your opponents put on you the whole time. It looks as if it's an unforced error, but it's not. It's all the shots that have gone before forces you to try something extra special. Oh, and there's another clear example to me. This is where you need the mental toughness, the mental discipline. Very much easier said than done. Yeah, good rally again. I was a little mesmerised in that by the movement and placement on court by Chae Jung, the young left-hander. Ten-point advantage restored. Oh, she was faulted, I think, on one of her earlier serves, but that one's okay. Oh, that's nice too. Well played. Oktaviani. Yeah. Delaying the inevitable, one suspects. Yeah. Just lost his way, Ronald Alexander. And now here, 10 match point opportunities for Shin, Choel and Chae Jung. Oh, clever. But just too long. So through to the final in only their third ever international tournament together. That is quite remarkable by the Koreans. Started in the qualifying draw. And here they are through to the final. What a journey. 21-18, 21-10. The victory over Oktaviani and Alexander. So I make that just under the half-hour mark. And job well done by the Koreans. I have to say that opening game was absolutely excellent. Wonderful badminton. But the experience, especially of Shin, Choel, showing through in the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the semi-finals of women's singles. Match number 29. Technical officials march in.
各位女士、各位先生，让我们欢迎女子单打准决赛第29场次裁判员进场。
Umpire, Hermie Aminer, Irene.
主审